thank God for the internet. Thank God for the social media and for researchers. Why am I saying this? Are you aware that several years ago, most of the fruits or vegetables we consume today were actually thrown away because of ignorance? Yes, we threw most of them away. Like the guava leaf, we only ate the fruits. The papaya fruit, we only ate the fruit and threw the seeds away. Same thing with the lime juice, which we have come to realize that even the skin, those oils on the skin are even very, very potent. Same with oranges and a host of them that we were throwing away, including avocado seeds. Today, we now know that most of those fruits or vegetables we were consuming one and throwing the other away, that all of them are edible. And not only edible, they have medicinal properties. And modern nature has put them there for a purpose. Some who cannot consume the fruit, maybe because of as a result of too much sugar, they can consume the leaves. That's exactly what we're saying. And so today I want to talk about something that's quite exciting to me, and I thought to share it. And that is the turmeric leaves. We have been consuming the turmeric, which is a rhizome, according to the name, given to fruits or seeds, spices or whatever that brings their fruit from here. Look at, this is turmeric, as you can see it. But this is the leaves. This is the turmeric leaves. Now, before now, we have been so excited about the turmeric, which we use either as turmeric powders, or we crush this one to include in our meals to fight inflammations, support the respiratory organ, support our liver function, aid digestion, fight inflammations, fight excess body weight, fight bacteria. In fact, the health benefits of the turmeric as a spice, look at it, are numerous. But more excitingly is the fact that even the leaves are edible. I have been actually wondering or thinking that there's something about the turmeric leaves. Because the first time I actually came across the turmeric was, I didn't know it was turmeric. It was just the leaves that was smelling so, so attractive, so nice. Before you consume anything, let your nose speak to you first. We'll talk about that on another date concerning our nose. A lot of us are not making good use of it. The dogs, the animals, especially dogs, they are smarter. They seem to be smarter. I think it's better put that way. Because before they consume anything, they have to smell it. It is the nose that tells them whether it has to go into the mouth. But a good number of us don't make use of this organ very well. Once we see something, maybe it looks appealing, there we go. And so the first time I came across the turmeric as a leaf, honestly speaking, the aroma alone from the leaves was telling me something, that this must be an edible plant. And I continued to monitor it. I didn't know much about it. I didn't know how to take it, but I refused to weed it, to take it off as a weed off my mind, until knowledge came. It's actually knowledge that opens our eyes. All of us, you that you're listening to me, maybe you haven't known that the turmeric, as you see, apart from this, if you are making salad or you're preparing something to eat and you have this in your compound, and you have never thought, you are wondering how to add leafy greens to that food, like salads. This is exactly what we're saying. I have a small, look at it. You just wash it, I did, in a running water. You can fold it, and begin to slice it on top of your salad. and it's going to come out well. As a matter of fact, I tested it before coming here, but don't start rushing to consume large quantities of it. The leaves taste great also, but it's not something you start consuming because of the fact that it has numerous health benefits like anti-inflammatory properties. It has most of the properties that are delivered even to the spice here, as you can see. This turmeric, those of you know it. I may have to cut it for us to see. You know the color of the turmeric. Look at it. Look at it. That is turmeric. And so, you don't have to worry too much when you cannot find vegetables. Why are the green vegetables so important? The green color is so important in our diet, and I met a lot of us are not aware of it. Most times when you live without, you continue to consume food without adding any green food to it. That's the reason why many of us are even sick. Yes, because one of the richest sources of magnesium is the leafy greens. Most of the older adults that lived before us. I remember my elderly parents, when they were quite old, they wouldn't consume any starchy food unless you bring leafy greens and add to it. They won't take it. They were not on drugs and medications like we are today. They were not treating diabetes and high blood pressure like we're doing today. But they know the secret. And the secret is leafy greens. There cannot a day pass that they won't add leafy greens. They will wait. Say, go and get me green vegetables and add greens to that food before you bring it to me. Those days we were kids, we normally laugh at them and call them old mamas. They may not be quite old, but in our very eyes, they may just be as old as myself. But in our very eyes then, they were looking quite old, just like some children will look at me, calling me, I look quite old before, by their own estimation of, aging. And so, that's the good news for you, for me too, that you have another leafy green, an alkaline green, that you can sometimes wash one of it and give it a try to fight inflammations, to fight diseases like cancer. It doesn't have calorie. And so when you hear of, foods without calorie like this, you should be glad. And if you don't have it, you have to find a way to plant it. It's very easy. Once you get this and keep it, the matured one, without even putting it in the soil, after a few months, it starts to sprout. If you don't have soil, maybe you have paved your compound everywhere, like some of you have done, you can get a bucket or a plastic container, put sand, sometimes humus sand. It seems to go well with any sand, and put this one, the sprouting one, very easy. And in less than 4 months, it's not even just less than 4 months, it's already ready for you to harvest. And honestly, the harvesting of this turmeric, to me, is one of the most exciting things I've seen this year. Only one portion will fill almost a basket. You may be tempted to go away with the mind that, especially when you put it in a soil that is very, very, compliant with it, that goes with this type of spice or rhizome. They call it rhizome, those that grow under the soil. And so, another addition to our leafy greens, once in a while, you may have to start small. Don't rush and think you still green vegetables or ugu or whatever. You just take one leaf, wash it very well, slice it, maybe lightly cook it if you like, or add it to your salad and give it a trial. And then come back and give us your comment on it. Remember, moderation remains our rule. It's great for inflammations. A lot of, just like this one. Don't forget to follow me and to subscribe to this page for more. Thanks for watching.